Hey everyone, this is Josh with Who's Next Podcast. We have a very special guest for you today. His name is Ed, owner of Sneaker Geeks. Ed is, a very, very talented guy. He's an individual that has owned cleaning businesses and also currently owns a well-known sneaker shop in Chicago called Sneaker Geeks. All the description will be in the description below. Where to follow them, etc. But main key points is what I want to show today is Ed. As you guys will be able to see, is not a man of many words. However, he is himself, and I think that is something that we all need to highlight. Is that you don't need to be a certain type of person to be an entrepreneur. You can have, the qualities and of just being who you are. And I think that's very important to highlight in this day and age because everybody feels like they have to be the super aggressive person. They got to be a go-getter and everything. And I think that comes in many different ways. So I think Ed is going to show you guys today, who he is and, how he got to where he is today just by being himself. And I think that in entrepreneurship, being an investor or whatever, that's very... That's something that needs to be highlighted more. Is just be who you are and also try to progress and stick with your goals and have all this mental practices where you're improving mentally and within staying with who you are and not trying to be somebody else. So you guys are really in for a good one today. I'm super excited to have him here today. Like I said, all the links will be in the description, where to follow us, where to follow Ed and Sneaker Geeks, and let's get into it. I'd like to introduce Ed, owner of Sneaker Geeks. Who was Ed? I know you, but who's Ed?
Well, grew up on the west side of Chicago. Went to George W. Tilton. Went to high school out in the Proviso East. Multi-talented person. So, that's who I am.
I did not know you went to East.
I went to Proviso East. Yeah.
Hey, what year did you graduate?
07.
07? Oh, so you right. You right. Graduated in 09. I graduated in 11.
Oh.
But I went to West, though.
Oh, Proviso. Wow, okay.
So we got another pirate. So, hey, because how I met you is through, obvious reasons. So it's actually kind of funny because you don't really, I met Ed through church. He's, obviously an organist, very talented. Please don't try to steal him. He's like the best. But, it's like, what stood out to me was, how the musician scene is a lot of musicians just rely on that.
Yeah. And
what stood out with you that I saw that it's like you care about it, but it's like it's just like some. It's just like
even though I went to school for it and able to hear about me, hear by just that I could pick up music by just hearing it. You know what I'm saying? That's just really was like nothing I wanted to just do like for a job, like touring and all that. I just nah.
So like what? Cause that was very interesting to me. Cause normally it's just like that's like their main thing for a lot of musicians. And what do you think I don't know if you like being called an entrepreneur, but
yeah, that's exactly what I am.
So what would you say was that mindset for you, where you was just like, I like this, but
I'm gonna be real with you. So I got tired of working these 9-to-5 jobs, barely bringing in whatever every week. So I got the idea to start my own cleaning company. So I had a little success with that. Picked up a contract with the furniture Value City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we was doing that, but then that company went under. So I'm like, I always been into fashion and shoes. I was one of them kids that used to always get my clothes ready. You know what I'm saying? So I
Had them laid out.
make sure I'm fresh. So I just said one day, looking for, drove around looking for a couple storefronts, found one, and that's how Sneaker Geek was started.
Hey, so you didn't even like? Did you have the shoes before that, or did you?
No, I built up. I built up my inventory.
I'm gonna throw that in there. Hey, hey,
I didn't start with no shoes, and as basically when I first started, I was calling companies, brands. Can I get your brand in my store? I got a couple of help from a couple of brands from like it's a brand called man, they out in LA.
hey, we
Lost.
gonna put we could save it.
Yeah.
We could save it.
Yeah, so couple of reps gave me good pointers of what stores looking for. So that's basically how I got started.
So you just that's crazy. You know what? Because that's like where a lot of people get confused. That is like a lot of people don't start. A lot of people just it's like analysis paralysis. I like to say they'll sit there and they be thinking of every single step until it get point to start, and then they think of another thing. Oh, I need this in order to start. But you just started a shoe store.
I started a shoe store and clothing store with no inventory, no shoes. I basically bootstrapped and got everything on the fly.
Dang. So what was that mentality like?
And it was hard, but as the years went on, it just got more easier. Built more relationships with people, and it's just easier to get stuff now. So
So do you think it was mental, like, or do you just think
it's,
that?
it's mental. It's mental too because you gotta have that drive. A lot of people don't have drive. So if they feel like they first year they not making no money, they just gonna push that business to the side and start something else.
It's funny. Like a lot of people I see now, like you got these social media gurus, and what they like to preach is like I think how I look at it, they preach more on the successes. Like they'll touch on like you got to do the
They never
struggle.
talk about the failures.
It's like they'll touch it, but they don't really touch on it. And like I know for me, what I do, I lost 2,000 before I made 10,000. Like that's my number one saying. I lost 2,000 before I made 10,000,
Gonna always have some losses.
and I'm like, that it's like that mindset that you had where it's just like you lost and you were losing in the beginning. And it's like you gonna lose for like you really gotta understand losing before you win. And I think I didn't even know that. I thought you
I
was
ain't,
probably doing this for.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been in business 3.5 years. I'm still taking losses sometimes.
It's
So
part of the game though.
part of the game.
So what? So Sneaker Geeks. So how did the idea of Sneaker Geeks, like I know you was in fashion and
Yeah, I was
everything.
into fashion and shoes already. So you know what? God put that on my heart to start a sneaker store. Because at first I was going heavy on the clothing. Then I seen people really gravitate towards shoes. And people would grab some clothes too, but they would be looking more to grab some shoes. So that's when I made the switch to focus more on sneakers. So that's how I went about. Started getting up with some resellers, meeting different people in the game, and just took off from there.
So where do you see Sneaker Geek in about, let's say, 5 years?
I could see us. I definitely want to open up a second location, and I definitely want to get a YouTube following or something, some more of an online presence. So that's why I see us going.
Gotcha. Because you actually you at a high spot right now because you get a lot of just people just walking in.
Exactly.
So would you say location is very important, or do you just want more of an online presence going into the future?
Location is important too, but my location that I'm at right now, it does very well. And it does. I don't want to take it out the community because a lot of people say, you know what I'm saying, there's no other shoe store over here like this. So, you know, I say I just want to keep that one in the community, you know. So, you know, location is it does very well right there.
So I want to get back into like the mindset of it because that is, like I said before, like you're the first musician. And no disrespect to other musicians, but you're the first musician that I've seen is really good. Like don't get me wrong. You like you have one that's like really good at business and not so good at this. But I think that because you're really good at music, it shows that you're really good at business too. It's like everything you kind of touch is like really good. So like, what would you add? What would you say is what drives you to be like that? Like not the nice hair that everybody see, but like that
Mindset.
Yeah.
I'm one of them people. I watch a lot of shows like CNBC, The Prophet, Shark Tank. I watch a lot of those shows. So, and you pick up a lot of things that you should do in business. So
you said so it's more so you be well. Would you say you're more of a student?
exactly.
So,
Like I could take pointers from anybody else that's in business that's had some sort of success, and I see that how they have risen, and I take pointers from that.
so you would you say your YouTube Academy?
Yeah,
you know,
I ain't gonna lie. I
got
watch
a mess.
YouTube a lot. I watch YouTube a lot. I watch certain TV shows, but you know what I'm saying. It's a couple of sneaker stores that I seen that I like what they was doing. You know what I'm saying. One sneaker store, Cool Kicks,
Cool
in
Kicks.
LA.
Okay.
I like what they doing, and I feel like I want Sneaker Geek to get to that kind of level.
So you want it, okay? So I see your vision. You know, like I was saying like earlier, like it is like a very unique situation. Like when you came, and I was like, this dude is different. Like he is like he's just different, and I think that's just, like you don't necessarily have to say that all the time. You don't have to be the loudest or.
It's about the way you carry yourself.
Yeah,
You know?
it's how you really carried yourself. I was like it's a certain level of professionalism. So can you talk on that, like just professionalism being as a musician, as a business owner, like the level of professionalism that you have, and like maybe some early lessons in life that helps you learn how to keep that.
I try to be courteous to everyone I come in contact with, and just it's about trying to be the best as you could be in business. Treat everyone as you want to be treated. So that's just always the way I've been. So I might have customers that's rude, but you know what I'm saying. I still chuck it up and just go on about my day.
Would you say you more emotionless?
Passive. I'm more of a passive person.
Okay.
Yeah, so it take a lot to get me mad. So
Okay, I mean personally, I feel like I'm the same way. Like I feel like if you make me mad, it's like, what did you do to make me? So I be like, yeah, I feel the same way. Like if you make me mad,
yeah, like you know how some people get mad about simple stuff. It got to be something that really makes me mad. For me, I'm more of a passive person, so I'm not one of them people who wear their emotions on their sleeve.
I feel that. I could tell. You know, it's like cause I'm the same way. I feel like like it just don't really be mattering. Like if you think about it, and somebody might actually feel that way though. It's like I don't want to disrespect how you feel, but it's like Like, I don't know. I just look at it like,
Some people just make a big deal out of everything.
yeah.
I feel like everything is not made to be a big deal. You just got to take your licking and just keep on going.
That's, you know what? And that's a leadership style that most people don't appreciate. Is that everybody think that being a leader, you have to be this tyrant. And I feel like me myself, I can't
Laid
yell.
back.
Yeah, I just can't yell
back.
at people. You be stern. So like, can you touch on that? Like how would you be stern? Like, for example.
Only thing I could do is just let a person know how I feel, and then if that person don't change what they got going on, then we just got to move in a different direction.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm with you on that because it's and I feel like, see, I'm not super passive. Like, it's like you said, like, you sometimes, all right, cool, let it slide, because I feel like when you put too much pressure on people, you don't know what type of situations. Pressure only works in different situations, different ways. So you could be pressing on somebody and it'd be like,
then you gotta understand, you don't know what that person got going on in their life.
yeah.
So,
like, I definitely think that type of leadership style is underappreciated because it shows like you can still have success. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shows that you don't have to be. You don't like. You ain't got to be a Michael Jordan type of attitude to have success. You could have a LeBron James,
or a Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like that,
Yeah. So do you feel like? Well, how do you like when you do get upset? How do you feel you handle being upset? Because I feel like my upset might look different to some people. Like, you really just didn't get upset. You just
if I was to get upset, I'll probably go the whole day without being. I'll be upset with myself or not talking or something like that, or you know what I'm saying, feeling down, but had ups and downs. So
this is part of life. I look at it like I feel like when you like yourself, I feel like when you more in tune with how you are and your emotions, you're able to deal with other people's emotions a lot better.
Exactly.
And like, I think I'm super gracious for having you here today because it just shows like different personalities. You don't always have to be a certain type of way to be an entrepreneur. It's like I said, you were a musician that came in, and somebody on the outside looking in be like, "Oh, it's just another musician." But it's like you carried yourself in a way where it's like your actions and everything show louder than your words, because you're not like most people don't know you a man of not many words. Like you like, so
how we got to start talking is about the shoes.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for that, like, I think it would. Because I think I actually asked you. Cause I'm just a curious person sometimes, especially when it comes to shoes. But like you said, like, people gravitate
to shoes. You can always break the ice talking about shoes.
You know what? How much you selling those for?
These was going for like $200.
At your store?
Yeah.
I might have to have a couple conversations. Yeah, because I don't know if y'all see. We gonna show some B-roll of his store in this clip. He has a really dope store. What's the location?
5943 West Madison Street.
Yeah, so Sneaker Geeks, owner Ed. Hey, you know what the funny part is? You got a twin too.
Yeah, I got a twin brother. Yeah.
That blew my mind. I was like,
I got a twin brother that's an inventor too. So
yeah. Okay. What do you invent?
He just came out with some kind of power tool. So
okay, we gonna have him on that. Hey, I'm telling you, this is an interesting dude. Like, you gotta. He's not a man of many words, but just when you stop at my Sneaker Geeks, try to have a conversation with him. You gonna like. you can really learn from this guy. Like just how he carry himself. You know, it's a different type of musician that I've came across, and I really wanted to highlight to the best of my ability, just different people that present themselves in a way where it's not popular, but it works still, and it works to their cadence. So I want to just say thank you, you know, for coming here today. You know, just sharing this platform with me, and you know, just showing a different way to be an entrepreneur.
Exactly.
In your way. So you know, like I said, we got, and then also, you know, we come with gifts over here. So I just want y'all to know we got this Christian McHale beard oil that I wanted to give him. It's our house brand that we believe is really good. We've got an A+ rating all across the board, and Ed has a beard, as you can see. So we want to bless him with this. Here you go, Ed.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm. Let me know if you like it. You know, if you don't like it, I'm pretty sure you will.
I see that peppermint, so that's a good start right there.
Hey, Christian McHale is. We had him here on the show too, so he's you guys got to meet actually. Like he's like very similar, like very mild manner too, and he definitely gives like your type of vibe where it's just like.
I like to thank you guys for this platform. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's really not too many platforms that black businesses could come on and showcase what they got going on. You know,
for sure. You know, you kind of highlighted it. We wanted to be that platform where black businesses felt comfortable coming to, and it wasn't like some BS. It wasn't like we just throwing this together just to say we got a podcast. It wasn't like, and I'm not saying no knock. Like you said, sometimes you just got to start where you at.
Exactly.
But you know, we feel like, you know, if we can make the sacrifice to share a platform and visualize somebody in a certain type of light. You know, we could take the sacrifice to the beginning. You know, it's like you said, it's just a cost of it. Sometimes you gotta learn how to lose before you can win.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of people feel like. If they losing in business, they might as well just give up.
So, hey, that's definitely a tidbit right there. If you feel like you losing, don't give up. Like it's so you gotta be comfortable with losing. Like. Ed is over here telling y'all, look, I got, we got Mrs. Banks calling. Mike's not here, Mrs. Banks. Mike in trouble. But hey man, I just want to appreciate having you here again today.
Okay, cool.
I'm hopeful that we can have you here again. You know, give us an update. Tell us maybe bring some sneakers.
Yeah, we'll bring some sneakers in.
He ain't got no just like regular Air Force Ones and stuff. He got some limited sneakers over there. So we're gonna show some B-roll, some you know, some clips of us entering in his store, him sharing his space with us. Just some items that he may have that you might be interested in. But hey man, check him out.
You also could shop at my website, www.sneakergeeks.chi.org.
Don't worry, we're gonna have it in the description. Okay. We're gonna have the description. Instagram, what can they follow you?
Sneaker Geeks Chicago, Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook. Okay, cool. Well, hey Ed, you know, it's a pleasure having you, and till next time.
All right,
for sure.